a confession to make. I'm your fool.
Alright, I want to thank you personally for coming today for the confessional of your sins. Father Fate is here, nobody else is going to watch this video. Look, if you see the views down there and the likes, don't worry about it. Right? Those likes and those views are from heavenly bodies, okay? No one is here to judge you, they're not coming from other people in this realm. I want you to share with me if you've bought the infamous dragon crystals. I want to know if you, with all the retro skins and classic skins that they've been bringing out in the last month or two, if you have folded. Now, all the dragon crystals that I've been able to obtain thus far have been from grinding out the masteries, right? There's a one-off dragon crystal pack that you can get that they launched with the game as well. I can't remember if that was part of the original purchase of the game or not. But outside of that, you have to go to the store and you have to buy dragon crystals. And I just want to know how you feel. Do you have any regrets?
Well, we all make mistakes.
Because it's okay. So, when you go into the online store, we have access to, naturally, seeing the dragon crystals that we can purchase. And because of the skins that they've been bringing out for a while now, along with Ermac and the positive impact that Ermac has had, I'm playing online. You know, I'm playing against the same Muppets that I've been experiencing forever. You know, they get online, they do the same copy and paste technique. You know, and it's like, man, what are you doing? Like, just give it a rest, okay? We know what you're doing, right? You can't think for yourself. You got to copy what someone else has done. You can't, you know, figure out stuff on your own. But outside of that, it's quite enjoyable. I'm actually having more fun with MK than I have in quite a long time. And I think that could be because maybe, just maybe, Ermac turned the ship ever so slightly, might I add, right, from what we were experiencing, okay? But because they've been bringing out these awesome skins, I want to know from you guys whether or not you've spent the money. If you've actually gone ahead and gone, you know what, I like that skin, I'm going to support that skin, thereby supporting the company in the game. Do you have any regrets?
I wanted to! And I liked it!
And that's okay, because, you know, at the end of the day, right, it is your money, it is your time, and if you feel that the company and the developer and the game is actually starting to turn things around, then that's all that matters in the end, alright? Because if you are enjoying the game, and I've said this for the longest time, it doesn't matter what my opinion is or what anyone else's opinion is, it is your time, it's your money, it's your whatever, then that is on you. But something I read on X the other day, somebody said apparently they've dropped the price of the skins with the palettes, right? They've actually dropped them down. If that's the case, that's good news, right? One of the good things, I suppose, to a degree, when everyone is doing it in the space, is that they're going to look at the competition and try and see if they can offer better, you know, money to currency, you know, sort of, you know, conversion rates versus what the competitor's doing. We see with Tekken 8, they're offering retro skins. Street Fighter 6 has got, you know, they've got their outfit 3s, which are, they're not so much retro, but they're just different outfit skins. They're, you know, quite expensive. The second outfits were actually the retro type in the game. And then we have, obviously, Mortal Kombat 1, which, now, I'm just trying to go through it. We've gotten, like, obviously, we've got classic Sub-Zero, Ermac, Reptile, and Smoke, right? We've got a Li Mei Classic, we've got a Sindel, we've got a Shao Kahn, or General Shao, we've got Shang Tsung, we've got Sindel, right? Now, the Sindel, I think the Sindel one's broke people. I think that was the kicker, man. I think the Sindel one was the one that really got people to go, yeah, I might do it. Now, I don't actually have the Sindel one yet. I don't even have the Shang Tsung one yet. And I haven't done it yet because I've only got 500 Dragon Crystals left. and I have not bought anything from the shop, right? You can buy a singular purchase though of dragon crystals if you want to outside of the store. You can get that, but from that and any dragon crystals we got from the premium edition, any dragon crystals that we grinded up, sorry, from the mastery tracks, which are very painful to level to a degree, then what do we do? You know, like what else can we do to get these dragon crystals? Then this is ultimately the problem. But I also understand that there's going to be people out there that are going to look at some of these skins and they're going to be like, man, I really want them. I really want those skins because they are really good quality. You know, they're very happy with the way that these skins actually look because it feels like maybe, just maybe, and it could be a huge amount of copium, that they are actually listening to us finally. Right? The Sindel one was quite a shock, actually, because it's very revealing. It's very classic Sindel. Right? And it's like, well, hang on a sec. Like, you know, why didn't you go to these efforts with the rest of them? Right? Which has been some prevailing thoughts that I've seen on my videos where people are like, well, why couldn't they do it with the rest? Right? We still have the same issue here that the rest are still covered up, but they're selling us the more exotic type ones through the store, you know, for an actual premium price, meaning that you've got to buy the actual dragon crystals if you don't have them. Okay? But I want to know, for those that have been against the microtransactions, who have gone out and spent the money to then get these skins because they're like, I'm not passing up on that. I want to know if you've had any regrets, had any afterthought on doing so. Personally, I don't care, right? Like, people can do whatever they want. My opinions are just my opinions, right? So people sort of get this weird thing when it comes to, you know, people sharing their opinion online, especially when they do it in video format, almost like it's some sort of, you know, my voice is going to change the industry type sort of reaction. It's just my opinion, right? If you don't support the company, if you don't support anything like that, then you don't have to buy it. If you don't like what they're doing, but you're like, you know what, but for this skin, I'm going to let them know that yes, this is what we want, which can be one argument that you can have, then by all means, you don't have to feel bad for it. At the end of the day, it is just a game. It is just a form of entertainment, and it is not up to me or anyone else to tell you what to do or judge you for what you do, right? I've said that for the very beginning. You'll never see a video from me telling you that you should not play this game, right? Or sorry, buy this game, or just stop playing this game, right? Because it is your time and your enjoyment. And I have people on my videos, I've been having them for a while, even when MK was going really bad. They're sitting there going, man, you know, I'm still enjoying the game. And it's like, that's cool. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Like, why would it? I'm not, like, you know, I'm not soy infused. It doesn't bother me. It's your time, I understand. But the dragon crystals thing, because it is a microtransaction, well, that's a sensitive issue. That is something that really sort of can bother people because they're like, yeah, I don't agree with what they're doing, but I really want that skin. That skin is going to be great for my favorite character, and it's going to make me want to play as my favorite character again. And should you feel bad for that? Well, at the end of the day, you're not hurting anyone, right? I believe on standing on your principles and whatnot when it comes to this sort of thing. But again, you know, if the company is actually going to turn around and change things, then reward the change that you believe that they're doing. So we saw it with No Man's Sky. When No Man's Sky got brought out, it was an absolute failure. Same with Cyberpunk 2077. These games were an absolute shit show, and they were a shit show for quite a long time. But the developers and the company or whatever put in the work and the effort to try and win back. Now, in No Man's Sky situation, we don't have to pay for any additional content. All the content that they bring out for the game is all free. They brought out 10 plus expansions already with this game, and it's amazing. Right? With Cyberpunk 2077, they worked behind the scenes to try and really fix everything up and make sure they brought the product to us eventually that we all hoped and thought it would be. Then they brought out the expansion, and then, you know, it's turned around. They have made a better go of things. We saw it too with Final Fantasy XIV. The original release of Final Fantasy XIV was awful. But then what happened is that with Final Fantasy XIV, they actually made it so that we actually got a really great MMO, because they actually put in the work and made it so that, you know, it was a decent offering. But we didn't get refunds from the original game. You know, we had to rebuy it again. Okay. But the development team, Square Enix, decided that, no, we have a great product here. Let's try and do the right thing. Let's try and make sure that, you know, we get our vision out and not make the mistake that we did originally. So does that mean that all the people that bought Final Fantasy XIV should feel guilty because they bought A Realm Reborn? No. It means that the company has proved themselves to do or be better. And that's what I'm saying to you. Have you gone ahead and bought Dragon Crystals, felt bad about it, and then gone, well, you know, am I supporting bad business practices? But if you believe that the company is turning around, then no, you shouldn't feel bad for it, right? I myself, like, I haven't bought these skins yet. I've only got the 500 Dragon Crystals left. They are great skins. So I'm trying to decide which one to get. Because we've got the Shang, we've got the Sindel. It's a tough choice, right? But I want to hear from you guys that have gone ahead and bought Dragon Crystals out there, because I know there would be. But you don't have to feel judged here, because at the end of the day, it is just a game. And if you feel that maybe they are turning things around, and I do actually have a video coming out to talk about this, because I've been thinking about this the last few weeks. And it's really sort of starting to dawn on me that maybe, just maybe, this thing might have actually been true. I just want to hear from you guys. What you guys think about it. Are you standing on principle? Or are you not? Or are you simply just going, look, at the end of the day, it's just a game, and I'm going to have fun regardless. Catch you next time.